Welcome, everybody. Today is a special day. I'd like to introduce everybody to City Commissioner Dan Ryan. And today we are going to dedicate this memorial for the homeless. Dan, living on the streets for as long as I did, I witnessed lots of stuff, and there's nothing worse to be lost and to not feel like you're loved and feel alone. And in homelessness, that happens. That happens to us because we live in shame. We separate ourselves from our families. And over the years, several occasions, I've watched people lose their lives, either to the elements or overdose or something on the street. One particular thing that happened for me here 20 years ago, living under Burnside Bridge, is that when it was cold out, we would huddle up together and we would all talk about hope. We'd all talk about wishing our life was something. And a lot of us felt like we couldn't reach the services that we needed to change our lives. I remember one person in particular sharing stories with, and he always hoped for something more. One morning we woke up and he was deceased under his sleeping bag. It was difficult for us because we want to be remembered. We want to be heard. We want a spot to land. When we first started talking about putting a memorial here, Jeff Woodward has been really working on this for a long time. I was really excited because we can honor people who feel lost or doesn't have a name. And so we thought of no better person than you to help us dedicate this memorial today. And I want to say thank you for being here. And this is it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Alan. You're not leaving anywhere. You're going to stay here, right? Okay, great. I am Dan Ryan. I'm on the Portland City Council. And boy, there are times where I just want to pinch myself and say how grateful I am to be alive and well on a day like this. Isn't it a beautiful day? Look at the sun's even coming out. Let's give some applause. Just that we're all here, right now. This is such an important moment in the journey, the healing of when I've been watching the progress of the Bybee Lake Hope Center. There's just so many layers that keep coming undone that just show this journey. And today is a really special moment in time. So again, I'm really fortunate to be here. There's this thing that happens every year. The coroner in Multnomah County keeps track of how many people, homeless people, have died on our streets every year. And since 2011 to 2019, that number was 643 lost souls. Like Alan mentioned, his friend. In November of 2013, we got the call from the coroner about my brother, Mark Timothy Ryan. He was found in a public restroom with 54 cents, a TriMet pass, and a bottle of vodka. Tim was the third sibling. I'm the 8th. He's 8 years older than I. Tim was either my very favorite brother or a nightmare. Tim was the one at the table. I'd hear mom and dad shake their head because he either would get an A or an F. I think some parents can relate to this. Back in the day, in the 50s and 60s, you didn't have language, you didn't have resources for mental health challenges with your children. And so Tim's mental health challenges continued to take off and then eventually resorted to substance abuse. And the last 7 years weren't very good. I mean, he was really, the desire to have heroin was higher than anything else on his list. It didn't mean we couldn't see him. It didn't mean we didn't keep trying, but it was really hard to find hope. And it was really hard to find those services that would meet someone like that on the street. It was really hard to find a solution when all I heard is a home for everyone. And even the people that loved him the most couldn't figure out how to house him. So When I decided to run for office, it was because of my motivation for my brother. And it really was getting to know his grown children. He had two wonderful wives. Because again, Tim could have an A game, and he did have many sober years. And he did go to his therapist for years too. So anyway, my point is, I'm really blessed today that I have three nephews and nieces, a nephew and two nieces that are really close to me in my life. And I know they will be so excited to visit Portland and come out here and see this Victory Garden. So I was really touched when you asked me to come out today. What I know is there's a lot of people like me that have lost a loved one to houselessness. There's a lot of people that continue to lose loved ones to mental health challenges. And we all got to start talking about it and lift that stigma and start really seeing the truth and meeting people where they are, and know that none of us are far away from having a bad day. And remember this too, we never really know what someone's going through, ever. So we have to continue to have compassion and reach out and meet people where they are. I look so forward to coming out here. I assume you're going to have something on the winter solstice. That's the National Homelessness. That's the National Memorial for Homelessness Day. I'm sure it has a better name than that, but that's what happens on the winter solstice. And I look so forward to coming out and being here with my family and having time to reflect with all of you. We're in a healing place. This is sacred ground. And it's because of moments like this that it's just going to get deeper and deeper. And I look out there and I can see people that are turning their lives around one day at a time. And just know that you're the reason I get up in the morning. And you're the reason why Portland's best days are still to come. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this dedication.
Thank you, Commissioner Ryan. And I want you to know that your brother's name, Mark Timothy Ryan, is the first name to go on this board. Thank you so much.